Is live tonight for round 3, which finds us at the Japanese Grand Prix. This 3.6 mile circuit consisting of 18 turns, but also the infamous turn 130R. But with me as always tonight is Malk. Good evening, Malk. Welcome to round 3.
Hello mate, how you doing?
I'm doing good, and I'm looking forward to tonight's race.
I am indeed as well.
The biggest grid that we've had so far this season. What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Unbelievable three in a bed situations tonight, I reckon, because we've got the long straights before the centre S's. And is it 130R?
130R. Not 130R. Yep, a very, very challenging turn. Very fun flat out though in the new 2017 cars. But also very, very ambitious to go wheel to wheel through 130R as I did on Sunday evening during a practice and had a slight contact with Mackers, I believe. So I wonder if we might see a few moves into 130R, but certainly the most opportunistic time for an overtake is it going into turn 1 and the hairpin at turn 11. Certainly heavy braking zones, but with the DRS on the home straight, surely we may see some wheelie wheel going into turn 1 and 2, Milk.
Yes, definitely. I think it'll be very interesting tonight because I don't know. I think it's like turn 1 and 2, fair enough with those. You have to be spot on with them. But like I said, just before the 130R and the long left-hander, I can't remember which one that was. Just before the 130R, you got that long straight.
Spoon. You've got spoon, which can be really used to gain speed and distance to the car ahead. Certainly, if they're struggling through spoon, then then certainly you can make a move down the back straight going into 130R.
Definitely. But I think those are like the key points I think tonight, because I got a feeling it's going to rain tonight.
Well, we certainly had rain last night in the No Assist League. I'm definitely hoping for a dry race tonight, or mixed conditions. Certainly going from dry to wet would be really exciting to watch.
So go from dry to wet and then back to dry. It'll be bish bash bosh. That's
it.
it.
We're certainly not asking for a lot tonight. I just hope
not just that.
Well, I'm just hoping that we get some spectacular racing tonight. Certainly it's going to be a challenge for all drivers, considering we've got 19 cars on the grid, so it's going to be very busy going into turn 1, and the drivers are going to have to do their very best to avoid contact and risk losing a front wing early on in the race.
Yes, definitely. I normally ask you this question, but top 3 for qualifying, depending on the weather, who do you reckon will get it tonight?
I don't think you can discount Rossi, although Rossi is in the Sauber tonight. I don't think you can discount him from doing something in this session. He's been very consistent in pre-season and in the last few races. So I'm expecting him to be round about the top 5, but certainly with Notorious and Spud, certainly Spud will be charging hard to launch a championship bid. He was unfortunate last week to lose out slightly in positions, but he'll be hoping to gain a few places tonight. Just a message from the pit lane. 20 minutes dry, then 45 minutes into the race we will get light rain, so changeable conditions for the Japanese Grand Prix so far as predicted. The rain might come a bit earlier as predicted as always, Mark, so it'll be interesting to see which strategies the drivers will opt for. And certainly Saab, as we ride on board with Saab at the moment in the Ferrari, he'll really need to get his season kick-started. He's been unfortunate to have a run of bad luck this season, and he's got a strong chance in the Ferrari tonight.
Yes, he has. I think he's got a good chance tonight. And like you said, he has been really unfortunate in the last few races, but I'm hoping he'll have a good kick-start to his season with some good battles, but hopefully he'll have some a good points there for tonight, as long as he doesn't get caught up with some of the issues.
Yeah, I think he maybe have to err on the side of caution tonight. He's certainly been involved in a few incidents, and he was unlucky last week to lose his front wing in the back straight in Russia. So certainly just be a little bit cautious. And it's a long race. It's a 27 lap race. So he has got the power of the Ferrari, and he can afford to be a bit cautious at the start and then look to pick off cars ahead of him. But also we must welcome back an old friend of Invictus, Betrayer. So Jim will be rejoining us tonight, as well as a new member for next week, the return of Sargent to the Performance League as well, Mark.
That'll be very, very interesting as well, because before I carry on, sorry, I just want to say welcome back to Betrayer. I know you've said it, but I'll say it on my part as well. But Betrayer, welcome back, mate. I'm sure you're going to have a fantastic time in the race. It's good to see you back. And Sargent, who will he, Sarge his way. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get the words in to get into the top half after two races missing. So I think it'll be very interesting to see how those guys capitalise on in the performance side. But it'll be very interesting. But I'm looking forward to it, and I'm also seeing these guys battling out for top spot at Japan, which we're going to see right now.
Well, I think you'll have an interesting battle develop between both Williams drivers, Giuseppe and Nicky. They're roughly equal on pace, and I think it will be really interesting to see who can actually, score the highest points between both drivers. Nicky will have to start scoring some decent points after terminal damage last week, so he'll definitely be looking to start his season on a high. As he gets a slight lock up there as he just comes through Degna 2, and as we just approach the hairpin, the turn 11, he looks very neat and tidy there, looking to get on the power, but he does have traffic slightly ahead. As Nick Thompson sets the opening fastest lap, a 1:32.1, a very solid performance there in the Toro Rosso. As Lance Stroll and McLaren sets 32.3, as Giuseppe breaks in the 30-second marker, 1:30.8. So it'll be interesting to see what times Nicky can achieve being in the same car as Giuseppe maintains 1:30.8 at Koch Tactics, a 31.6. So the time's starting to roll in at the moment.
Yeah, we've got Delange on 1:31.7, JFM of 1:31.5. So at the minute, Giuseppe is
the Toro Rosso got out of the way in the first curve, and JFM just went round expertly. Round the outside, very, very brave.
Just watching KLC 73, who's another new guy joining into the Performance League as well, and he's going to be crossing the line at 1:31.3, which has moved him up to second place. That's a good drive from him in a McLaren car as well.
Yeah, certainly a very, very impressive time from KLC, a very quick driver. But what made KLC's and JFM's times even more impressive is that they're actually in the slower cars of the Performance League, JFM in the Haas, while Koch Tactics also in the Haas, just 1/10 down. But also again impressive from Delange as he gets a Williams over. He's on his gearbox. It looks as if both cars could be on a hot lap at the moment. No, I think the Toro Rosso of Delange's backed out of it. That allows the Williams to go past. As Fast Going is down in 7th with a 32 flat compared to Saab and a 1:32.5, so half a second separating both Ferrari drivers at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just watching Nicky, and I think he got caught up by the just before the 130R.
Yeah, so I think he was.
Oh my God! Oh, Fast Going! Paul, at the minute. Sorry, Craig. I know it's only 5 minutes left, but Fast Going, 130.7. That is a good lap from him.
That's certainly an impressive lap, the best that we've seen him so far. He'll be hoping to maintain that pole position, but with 5 minutes remaining in the session, anything can happen. I'm getting a sense that you're pretty speechless at the moment, Malk.
I am. I am happy for Fast Going. Right, guys, if you can hear me, do not do any more laps. Leave Fast Going at the top step at the minute. I just want to see how he does. That is just a really good lap from him. I don't know if the Taurus did a 136, MJ Coupe did a 154. Mike's in the pits who haven't pitted yet. Pits who haven't had a proper lap in. Sorry, guys. Not with it. I don't know if Nicky's going to try and get back into the pits or he's trying another lap. But he was slower in sector 2. I
don't know if it's possibly a cool down lap or it is an in lap at the moment.
Yeah,
but he is very slow. Saab is coming back on track. Looks as if he's actually on his hot lap at the moment. Staying on the super soft selection tyres. Just going through the Degnas at the moment. Very neat and tidy there. He's coming through turn 10, approaching turn 11 hairpin. Slightly wide there, but he tightens it up on the apex and gets a good exit.
I think, he's just trying to get his set up for his proper lapping because he still says out laps at the minute. But will we see a nitro gas pole tonight, Craig? Or do you reckon?
I think that's a big ask. Fast Going, I think he's in a strong position at the moment, but Giuseppe is on his outlap, so certainly Giuseppe in the Williams is hopeful of challenging for pole as we have 3 minutes remaining in the session.
Yeah, this is intense, Craig. This is absolutely intense. Oh my God, can Saab in the Ferrari? He'll need to get something out of the bag. Oh, nearly went wide then. But he's in the Cenarestis now. Here we go. He's the one part, second part.
JFM just runs wide, clips the AstroTurf there at the exit of Degna 2. Fast Going still maintains onto provisional pole with a 130.7. Can anybody challenge as the Williams crosses the line? It doesn't look as if Giuseppe improved, unless that was him just going on to his hot lap.
That was his hot lap, Craig. That was his hot lap. Just watching Saab still. I don't know if he got quicker on the first sector because he didn't say on the telemetry stuff, but we're just watching on. Oh, nearly go on the round left corner, longest left corner before the straight onto the 130R. That's all I know, Craig, of the corner names. That's it. So here we go. Can Saab do it?
Well, I'm just sticking with Giuseppe at the moment. He is the strongest placed driver that can challenge for pole. He's just approaching Spoon.
29, 30, 31, 31.
Oh, Saab moves up to third at 31.3.
I'm just going to watch Giuseppe now. Can he do it if he beats and cues it? It doesn't give you the telemetry times. Can. He's got a few more corners. He's got to avoid the last one. Oh, he's on the gravel.
Oh, he's lost it.
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself. Cortax has retired from the session, from pits. I'm going to watch KLC. He's coming up to the long left-hander. Turn 10, 11, I think. I might be wrong.
Oh, KLC runs wide at the exit of Spoon. That's certainly going to hamper his straight line speed going up the back straight, and he's certainly going to need that in the McLaren as he approaches 130R.
I think that's a bit slower, I think. But Fastgo's not going to go out, so he's confident. Oh, Mike's moved up to 7th. Fastgo's retired. 31 flat from KLC. Oh my god. Oh my god. JFM. Oh my god. He went on the wall then.
I don't know what's happened to KLC, but it does look as if he's retired on track. If that's the quickest lap that he's set, then he will receive a penalty for that. So a big mistake from KLC at the moment.
Yeah, Meglobe. 31-3 from 5th. Nicky's moved up to 3rd. Oh my god! Don't do this! Mike's got a 1/10 cup. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but I'm waiting for a nitric gas special or Delange special. Nick's retired from the session. Spud's finished. Macca's finished, or Makers, sorry, finished. Sab's retired. Betrayer is retired as well. So anyone can take this. Can Mike do it? He'll need to have a good exit here. 28, 29, 30, 31-2.
Oh, Mike takes 5th from Saab. And the Renault, very impressive from Mike.
MJ Coupe, 38-9. That, I'll tell you what, that was absolute intense there, Craig.
Oh, very impressive from Rossi as well in the Sauber, up to 13th. But disaster for Spud at the moment, down in 14th, but he will get a free tyre choice. Ahead, along with Nick Thompson, Lance Stroll, Rossi, Mackers, Betrayer, Notorious, MJ Coupe and JF MUFC, who was disqualified from the session. So as we await the session ending, Fastgoing does hold on to pole. And a very impressive 130.7 in the Ferrari. He will be absolutely ecstatic with that.
Yes, definitely. I'll be dead happy. I'll need a drink after. So that's my top for the. I've got 2 questions for you, Craig. If you was within Spud's position now, 14th, what would you do in that situation with the weather?
Hard tyres.
Tonight?
Hard tyres.
You would go for the hards, and then when the wets cut in, inters.
Yes.
Okay. That is a straight answer from Craig there.
I always try and give a straight answer when I can. I think it depends when the weather was forecast, and it sounds as if it's coming late in the race, and that may be the wisest tyre choice, to go on the hards and just go to some fuel saving. Hope that there's possibly incident in turn 1 where you can maximise or gain a few positions on that. Possibly people losing front wings, get a long run on them as well. Spud's maybe going to have to be a wily old fox here to try and give himself the best opportunity that he can. He's down in 14th in the Renault. It is quite a tricky car round Japan. But I'm sure he'll be utilising the experience. But fantastic for Fastgoing tonight. I believe he's very first pole. And the big question will be, can he hold his nerves and get the perfect start off the line?
That's what I was just about to ask you, that question there, Craig. And you just read my mind on that.
He's going to have a big challenge with Giuseppe, who is a quick driver in the Williams, coming up from the dirty end of the track. But he's also got other quick drivers. KLC, although in the McLaren, a fantastic performance to get him up the grid. I believe he qualified in 4th, so certainly in with a good shout of a podium finish.
Definitely tonight.
But also Nicky as well. I mean, Nicky could put pressure as well, coming from 3rd on the clean side of the track as we await the drivers to select their strategies and begin the formation lap. And that'll get us a good chance to see from 11th down what tyre strategies that Spud and other drivers have selected. Will they choose to go long? Will they choose to go for the medium tyre? Or will they go for the quickest tyre, hoping to get some overtakes done early in the race? We'll soon find out for the Japanese Grand Prix.
Oh, let's do this. Right. Formation lap. Just stop there, pause.
So Spud has indeed elected for the medium tyre. So he's went for the medium strategy rather than the hard. But he's also going to face competition from Nick Thompson, also in the medium, as well as Lance Stroll and Mackers. JFM, who was disqualified from quali, looking to go in the Superstar straight away. That's going to be a big challenge for him. He is in the Haas, so it's not the slowest car on the grid. So he'll certainly be looking to go as he goes wide onto the grass and onto the gravel. Looks as if he's maybe struggling with setup there, or maybe a loss of focus just going through. Yeah, he went onto we just went onto the gravel there and lost the car.
Okay.
It could have been that he was just working through a few settings on the dashboard, on the wheel, preparing for the race start.
Yeah. Just, try and get the tyres warmed up and stuff, but I bet Fasco will be thinking, this is not my position, is it? First, like I said, I think he'll be dead chuffed because we all we all encourage the other members to at least attempt to get first or get pole or win the race and stuff. And you just don't know what to expect in the Performance League as well.
You don't. It's going to be vital that he gets a good start off the line. He is warming up his tyres, but he's going to have to manage. He's going to have to manage the pack behind him because he doesn't want to be sitting on the grid with his tyres and his brakes cooling as he goes through the grass. So he's going to be picking up some dirt there. He's going to hope that comes off his rubber before the start of this race, because it will certainly compromise his start off the line and his entry into curve 1.
Yeah, definitely. If you were in Fasco's position now, what do you think?
Panic. he's going to have to maintain his excitement here. He's going to have to manage his emotions in the cockpit. He's done very well to manage pole, but now he has to keep it together. This is where points make prizes here.
Brucey bonus here.
Yeah, he's certainly going to have to hold it together. As long as he gets ahead in turn 1, he can start to manage this race as we just wait for all the cars to line up on the grid slots. As we get ready, we're certainly waiting for the race director to get the green flag and get us underway as we have 1, 2, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. We are go, go, go!
Go, go!
Oh, it's a slow start off the line from Fasco, and that allows Giuseppe to move a bit closer to the inside. KLC having a look on the far inside on the McLaren. He gets slightly ahead. That's Nicky on the Williams. Oh
my God, we've got some wings gone.
But KLC moves up to second in the McLaren. Giuseppe moves down to third. Giuseppe in fourth. Nitro moves up into fifth in the Red Bull. Mike in the Renault in sixth. Meg Luckby in seventh. We have yellow flags in sector 1. JFM retires from the session.
Nick's moved. Nick's moved up to 8th in the medium. Rossi's moved up to 10th.
But Giuseppe all over the back of the McLaren of KLC, but KLC's only 6/10 down in fast, going in first. As Sir Spud actually moves up to 11th now, Delange down to 12th. There's an ongoing battle between Spud and Delange. And as we approach Spoon, the Spud has inside the lines, takes it wider line, looking for the better entry and exit as the Sauber of Betrayer closely follows behind with MJ Coupe in the Mercedes. Delange runs wide.
MJ Coupe's gone. Sorry, Delange is gone. Notorious and Nicky moved up to 14, 15. Just watching Giuseppe closing in. Sorry, just checking to see if there's any.
No, just checking there. Mike was having a little look on the inside of Nitro Gas there, but he's going to come under pressure from the Force India of Meg Lugpe. As Rossi is currently up in 9th, an impressive start in the Sauber for Rossi. Notorious received a 5-second penalty, spied in the pit lane.
Nitro has went onto the gravel and he's just dropped right down from 5th to 8th.
Yeah, that allows this Toro Rosso of Nick Thompson to move up into 7th. So unfortunate mistake there from Nitro Gas, clipping the gravel, and that compromised his speed and allowed the Toro Rosso to come through. Oh, and Giuseppe goes wide, he spins the car, and it's a damaged front wing at the exit of Degna 2. He's reversing on track, certainly that is dangerous, but he's just trying to recover the car as quickly and safely as possible.
Yeah. Just checking
Nitro Gas remaining within touching distance of Nick Thompson. He'll be wanting to get that position back from the sister car as Meg Lugpe is chasing down Mike for 4th. The gap now 0.3 of a second. But Betrayer is actually all over the back of MJ Coupe in the Mercedes as we go down the back straight, wheel to wheel.
Betrayer is moved up to 10th. Coming up to the 130R.
MJ Coupe turns in just behind, getting the slipstream as we go through 130R. We're just approaching Casio Triangle. Betrayer keeps it ahead, but that allows the Williams of Nicky to come through. So Nicky's starting to move back up the pack after a disastrous start to the Japanese Grand Prix.
Just checking if there's any other action going on. Nitro's closing in on Nick. Lance Stroll's moved up to 12th because of 2 pits. Well, just have to,
So the top 3 drivers currently within 2 seconds of each other. As Saab is all over the back of KLC and the McLaren as we go through the exit of Degna 2. KLC goes defensive into turn 10, trying to break the slipstream. Oh, Saab tries to get closer, coming through the hairpin. He'll certainly get a good run into Spoon and the back straight. Can he get the move done before 130R? Meg Lugpe down to 6/10 just behind the Renault of Mike. As we approach Spoon, can the Force India get a move done on the Renault before the turn 130R? As Meg Lugpe goes wide, getting the better exit
Nicky
from Spoon.
Oh, Nicky's moved past Betrayer. Oh my god. But Spud's closing in on Rossi. From 8th to 9th. So certainly this is a great position for Nick in 6th.
Well, this is the best sorry to interrupt there, Mark, but this is Saab's best opportunity. He's 3/10 down on KLC ahead. He will have DRS. Can he get the move done into first curve? He decides against it. He's just not quick enough, but he is ever closer to KLC. But KLC's McLaren will be mighty through the S's. And as the battle continues between Mike and Meg Lugpe for 4th, the gap still half a second.
Yeah.
And Giuseppe trying to recover his race. He's actually half a second down in Notorious, down fighting for 16th place. After qualifying in 2nd, disaster for Giuseppe so far.
Just watching Saab closing in on KLC now. There's about 2 or 3 battles going on tonight. There's about KLC Saab, Sandwich, and you got Meg Lupin. You also got Nitro Nick, Nicky and Spud. Giuseppe's moved past Notorious just now, so I'm just still watching the Saab stuff.
Yeah, he's closer than ever in KLC. He's not risking it going through 130R. He had a little look on the inside. No. He's trying to get it done at Casio Triangle. Oh, he's right on the gearbox of the McLaren. Certainly putting KLC under tremendous pressure. Can he get the move done into first curve with DRS in effect? It looks as if KLC's actually getting the better traction out the corner, and he's opening up a safer, a wide enough gap just to maintain the lead over Saab going into first curve.
Yeah. Just seeing if there's any other. Nicky and Spud.
But Spud is actually putting Rossi under pressure as well, because Spud is only 8 tenths down on Rossi in the Sauber, but he's going to have to watch his wing mirrors as well for Nicky looking to get the move done in Spud. Nicky on the quicker tyre, so Nicky will be experiencing a bit of impatience as well. Remember how it went last week in Russia, where Nicky spent the entire race sitting behind Spud.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that on tonight. But can Spud close in on Rossi now? Because Nicky closing in on Spud. Oh, he looks for the inside then.
Yeah, we're going to have a three-way battle for 8th place, possibly 7th, as Nitro Gas is only 3 seconds up the road, but he's currently fighting with Nick Thompson as well. Oh, Nicky having a little look on the inside into the entry of Spoon, just letting Spud know that he was still there, putting on the pressure, looking for any mistake.
Saab's moved up to second. No, KFC.
Oh, look, there's a Saab just clipped the grass. He's struggling there. He's actually went wide and cut the corner at Casio Triangle.
But oh my God, the Nicky and Spud on the R130R. I just caught the last glimpse of it. Nicky just went in head. I think he pushed Spud wide. I don't know. I'll have to watch it replay.
And so Rossi actually coming under pressure from the Mercedes-powered Williams car already. So Rossi under tremendous pressure from Nicky, who's wanting to get up this grid. He wants to make up for early mistake in the race.
Just seeing if there's any other action going on.
Meg Lugby's still maintaining his pressure on Mike. He just can't find a way by. So even though he's in the Mercedes-powered Force India car, he just cannot get past the Renault.
No, he can't.
And yeah, I think he just missed his braking point. Just clipped the rear of the Renault. I wonder if he's actually received any front wing damage. As we're approaching Spoon, the Renault slightly ahead. But certainly Mike's coming under more pressure with the Toro Rosso of Nick Thompson and Nitro Gas slightly behind.
Yeah, I'm just watching Nicky, Spud and Rossi again before I go back to the Meg Lugby situation. Lovely helicopter view.
Meg Lugby's actually closed down Mike the gap half a second. It's his best opportunity in a while. He will have DRS. He just needs to tuck in behind the Renault as he gets his slipstream, as we ride on board with the helicopter briefly. As we come into first curve, Mike takes inside line. Meg Lugby goes wide, looking for. He gets it moved on before first curve.
Nicky's closing in on Rossi. Will he do an overtake? Oh yes, but he go wide. Oh, he's gone.
Oh no! There's a contact between Nicky and it looks like Sir Spud just after first curve. Yeah, and that allows Betrayer and the Sauber to move up to 9th, so both Saubers running 8th and 9th respectively. As Saab actually caught KLC back up after that incident. The gap's down 2 seconds as we come through the hairpin. Saab closer than he has been in a few laps. He just needs to keep it tidy to get past KLC, who's having a phenomenal race in the McLaren.
Yeah, definitely. Just to recap there, Craig, what happened there, Nicky tried to go on the overtake with Rossi. He went just wide of the corner, the first corner, and lost the car completely. And I don't know if it's the tyres. Oh my God, the Saab.
Yeah, had a little look up the inside going into 130R. KLC moved across to go defensive. Oh, wheelie wheel!
What a move! No! Oh my god!
Yeah, I think KLC should have conceded that place. He did cut the corner and gained an advantage. And he's actually came back on track and pushed Saab off. He has given it.
Yeah.
So fair play to KLC. So fantastic racing. Fantastic.
Wing! The wing's gone.
Yeah, I think that's the end plate he's lost. So certainly going to be struggling with understeer there.
Yeah,
so,
he's lost his front left.
So strong battling between KLC and Saab as fast going Pitts currently comes out on the track in 7th. He's went for the super soft option again, so he's sticking on the quicker strategy, looking to stay there until the inters or possibly full weights later on in the race.
Do you think that's a good decision, Craig, or not?
I think if he can take them to lap 20, he's got a strong chance of just having the crossover onto the wet tyre. So it's certainly a very interesting strategy, and it will be the quickest. But the problem is that he's going to get caught up in traffic. He's already right behind Rossi at the moment, who is a hard fighter, and he won't make that pass any easy, or very easy, should I say. The only chance that he might get is on the back straight before 130R, but he's not waiting. He's having a little look on the inside the spoon. Fast going on a charge.
Oh my! Where have we seen this guy before? We have never seen this guy ever. This is one hell of a move from him. Yeah,
fast going, got a bit between the teeth in that Ferrari, and he is moving. He's certainly charging hard, and he moves up to 6. He's got Nick Thompson 5.8 seconds ahead on the medium tyre. It looks as if KLC, he's had to pit for a fresh front wing after the incident and collision with Saab. And he will be going on to the soft tyre.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting if he could maybe get the undercut on some of the cars that have yet to pit. So Saab currently leading on lap 9 of the 27 lap race in Japan, followed behind by Meg Lugby 4.2 seconds behind, with Mike in the Renault 2.5 seconds. Nick Thompson on the medium tyre 0.9 of a second behind Mike, so still looking to put pressure on the Renault and possibly still in with a shout for podium place.
We might have 3-car battle here with Lance.
Well, we're going to have a battle between the McLarens. Lance Stroll on the medium tyre compared to KLC on the soft. Oh, KLC goes wide, loses rear traction. I did make an error. He tried to get him under power, but Lance Stroll just using his experience to maintain the gap ahead. I did make a mistake earlier on in the race, Mark, with the race strategy. Because the 2016 cars used the hard compound, I forgot that we actually use the super soft, the medium and the soft compound. So Spud did opt for the harder strategy at the start.
As we watched that KLC, it just moved, but Nitro's had a quick look.
Yeah, KLC on fresh rubber, but also the quicker tyre helped him get past Lance Stroll coming up the back straight. But Lance Stroll's going to come under pressure from Nitro Gas, half a second down, and on the quicker tyre.
Yeah, here we go. No. Oh, this is going to be tight. No, I think. Oh! Lance Stroll? No. No, not the assist. No.
I think that's a big risk, but if Nitro believes it could possibly get it done, it's going to be certainly very brave.
Nick's moved up to 3rd. From Mike. I don't know why.
He's eventually got the move done on Mike.
But Pascani is closing in fast. Lance Stroll's dropped right down, as well as Nicky. I don't know what happened there, but I can't move just yet because we might watch Pascone try and overtake Mike here.
Yeah, he'll get the toe up to 130R. I don't think he'll risk it going into Casio Triangle, but he certainly will get a good opportunity going into first curve with DRS. He's a little bit behind. He's down half a tenth, so he just needs to get a good exit from the final turn. He'll have DRS, but also it looks like Mike will also have it as well off Nick Thompson. So Nick Thompson coming back under pressure from Mike in the Renault.
Yeah. Nah, but Mike's gonna have to watch out for this Ferrari charge here. Fasconi's on fire tonight, isn't he?
Certainly is. Oh, it goes wide. He just clips the grass. He's lucky he didn't lose the back end.
Oh, Mike's... No!
Oh, fast going. He's going to do it through the S's. What a move!
Move! Oh, my God! Oh, what a move! I would never see that ever again. You know what? This is intense, Craig. This is absolutely intense. You know what? Fair play. I love this league. I absolutely love this league. You know, fair play. Fair play. I'm just going to watch Giuseppe now.
Yeah, he's climbed back up. He's climbed back up to 11th. He's on the rear of Cod Tactics on the medium tyre. The gap 0.3 of a second as we come through the Degnas. Can Giuseppe get the move done into the hairpin so they can maximise the Mercedes power unit in the Williams car and get chasing Nitrogas ahead? Oh, it just can't get close enough through the hairpin. So Cod Tactics doing well to keep Giuseppe behind at the moment. But I think that's only going to be for a short time as Lance Stroll is awarded a 3-second time penalty from the race stewards.
Yeah, I'm just going to watch Pascal now.
Yeah, I've just jumped on board with that as well, Malk. Fast going is Mike, yep, getting too excited at the moment. Oh, straight line speed of the Ferrari compared to the Toro Rosso. Fast going surely can't get it done right outside. There's a slight tap of the wheels, a bit of wheel banging going on there. Certainly a very opportunistic move going through first curve.
Go watch Giuseppe. He's lost a bit of the exit there. He would have had a bit of a boost there. But go back to Fasco now. Oh. Fasco's on fire, Craig. Oh, can you believe it?
He can smell the victory. He can certainly. Yeah, he can certainly. He is very much staying classy tonight. So he is staying classy. So he'll be wanting to get this move done in Nick Thompson and get after Meg Lugby, who's almost 5 seconds ahead on similar tyres, but Fast Going is actually on fresher tyres compared to these two competitors ahead. He just clips the grass slightly. It won't compromise his straight line speed too much compared to the Toro Rosso. He just needs to get a good exit at Spoon Curve and get on the back straight into 130R. He can't afford to get held up too much.
Oh, Rossi has, I don't know what happened to him, but he lost the car. Or he must have clipped with someone, I don't know. I didn't see that, but...
Can we see another move going into Casio Triangle? Will Fast going inside? No, he thinks better of it. Nick Thompson just covers him off going through it. We will get DRS. It's our best chance for Fast going to get it done. Nick Thompson slightly ahead. Fast going isn't catching him quick enough. I don't think he'll risk it. He looks inside. Yeah, he thinks better of it and backs out. Meg Luckpeg comes into the pits from the lead. That promotes Nick Thompson into first place on the medium tyre, and they can still go longer in this race. But Fast Going will need to get this move done, hoping that Nick Thompson can hold his competitors up for a while. As Betrayer moves up to third in the Sauber, but Saab is going to put a lot of pressure on him in a moment. He's actually 5/10 down. Oh, Fast Going runs wide into Digna. During the Degnas, and that will compromise his gap to Nick Thompson.
But we're watching Saab now, closing in on Betrayer now.
Yeah, Saab will want to get past it. Saab needs to get past the Sauber and possibly the Toro Rosso to get on the move to challenge Fast Going for the win. So we could definitely see an inter-team championship between both Ferraris.
But
KLC... Where's KLC? KLC's slightly behind Saab, so KLC will be looking to get into this party as well. He's certainly sensing a podium still on the cards.
Yeah, but just still watching Saab. We've been trying now. Coming up to the 130. No,
disaster! Fast Going missed his braking point. I don't know if he was put off slightly by the Toro Rosso ahead. I don't know if he's got front wing damage. Doesn't look like it because he has opted to stay out, but that allows Saab, who's now passed Betrayer up the back straight, to get after him. The gap 11.1 seconds. KLC right up behind the gearbox of the Sauber of Betrayer. Both cars have DRS.
Oh my God!
KLC on the inside, they will have slightly more pace. Going into first curve, and he gets the move done on Betrayer, and he'll be looking to get after Saab very quickly. The gap 0.7 of a second.
I don't know if you saw that there, Craig, but it looked a bit of a lag going on from KFC when he passed.
Yeah, I think there's been a few moments of lag reported from KLC that will certainly need to be reviewed.
Fascone hasn't lost front wing. I did not see that at all, but can you explain what happened there, Craig? Because I just didn't see that.
Yeah, he was approaching Casio Triangle. It looked as if he'd just missed his braking point. Ran off wide to the left-hand side. He did recover it. He hit a few of the braking boards. I'm not sure if he damaged front wing, but he has decided to stay out. The gap's now come down to 1.1 seconds between himself and Nick Thompson. But Saab's reduced the gap from 11.1 to 9.5.
Notorious has lost his car on the 130R, I believe.
Well, there's certainly yellow flags being waved in Sector 3.
So, McLuppy closing in on the track.
Oh, it's actually on the left-hand side of 130R.
No!
So I don't know if he's actually clipped the AstroTurf and it's pulled him over the inside of the track.
I don't know, but...
So the current Formula 2 champion having a disastrous race in the Performance League in Japan at the moment.
He'll be thinking, what do I need to do around here on this? Just watching KLC closing in on Saab with under a second. Actually, I'm going to go to Fascone. He's closing in on Nick, the top two now.
Nicky's actually putting pressure on Rossi at the moment as well. It looks as if they're approaching 130R. Rossi slightly ahead as they approach Casio Triangle. Nicky has a little look on the inside. He will have DRS as they approach first curve. Nicky will need to get this move done safely because he won't want to lose any more time in this race. Currently down in 14th. It looks as if Rossi's enough ahead just to go through the curve in first place, ahead of him, and he does. Nicky's still stuck behind Rossi coming through the S section. The gap now 0.2 of a second.
Just still watching Fascone with Nick now.
Even though he's on the quicker tyre, he's struggling to get past the Toro Rosso.
I don't know if he's trying to hold on or something, but it's very, very interesting to see how he can capitalise, but he should get a good exit here. Oh, he's got
yellow,
the curb.
Yellow flags briefly in Sector 2 and 3, so it looks as if somebody's went wide there.
Yeah, we're watching, still Fascone is still behind Nick. Lance Stroll coming out of the pits. Oh, Nick's slowing right down the first corner.
And KLC's actually came into the pits as well. Looks as if he's got front wing damage on the left hand side. Looks as if, I think he's actually had a speeding penalty. It does change the front wing. So disaster from KLC, who'd actually started this race very strongly.
Oh my God! Nicky! Oh my God! On the 130R! Oh my God! I'll tell you what, Craig. This is absolutely intense tonight. Oh my God.
It's certainly living up to its reputation of being an explosive racing league. Every race that we've commented on or so far, it's been spectacular.
Craig, it's not just spectacular, it's magnifico. Magnifico. Just watching Fascone still trying to pass Nicky, but this has brought Saab. Is this brought Saab? No, sorry, Lance. Sorry, I do apologise. It was Lance Stroll.
I think that was Lance Stroll just being lapped. He will get a bit.
Oh!
Yeah, but it doesn't look as if Nick Thompson's given up on this. He's still close enough to challenge the Ferrari of Fascone going into first curve. Who's got DRS? It looks as if it's a Ferrari, but the Toro Rosso very quick on that straight line, surprisingly.
Yeah, but just watching it now on the SNRSs.
And although Nick Thompson's challenging for the wing, he needs to be very wary of Lance Stroll just behind him, trying to unlap himself.
Yeah. But fast going, as I said to you, Craig, earlier, where have we seen this guy before? We've never seen him at the top. And this is a magnificent performance from him. And don't get me wrong, but regardless of the new guys joining,
it's certainly been flawless so far, Malk. However, the big question is, when is this rain coming? We did receive a message that we are going to have a wet race at the end, and the big question mark will be, will it be in the last few laps where it isn't wet enough to have the crossover to the wet tyre? And if so, it could be that Fastcone's tyres are absolutely dead and could force him into another unnecessary pit stop, and that will be a disaster. I was surprised. I was surprised that he didn't play it safe and go on the soft. I mean, he certainly had a quick car. I mean, he's went for the quicker strategy, but time will tell whether that's going to pay off or not.
Yeah, time will tell. But he's gone wide! Oh my God! This has brought Nick's brought back in now. What happened was, oh my God!
Oh no! Disaster for Fastcone. It looked as if.
Oh no!
He was lapping MJ Cooper or something? Because I actually joined that late. I don't know what actually happened.
What happened was, on the DRS straight, he was all right, but when he come on the left-hand side, he clipped. Don't know if he just lost his car completely, but he just went on the grass and he's lost it completely. And then when he went back on the track, obviously he got the grass stuck on the tyres. That's when he lost it completely. And I'm sorry if I scone, but that was the commentator's curse on that one. But it was, he did absolutely well. And I don't know what, I don't know if his tyres just completely gone, dead.
So certainly advantage Nick Thompson at the moment, but the gap between himself and Saab is 3.1. So Saab is in a very favourable position to take the race win tonight. And I certainly think he's going to need that after the run of bad luck that he's had. But Nitro Gas is now putting pressure on Fastcone. The gap 1/10 of a second. Will Nitro take the move into 130R? He decides against it. Fastcone runs wide. It does look as if he's got front wing damage after that incident.
He has. He went on the wall earlier. He's got to have to pit. He's got no choice. He's got to pit.
And that promotes Nitro Gas up to 4th. The gap 3.2 seconds between Nick Thompson and Saab.
Oh my God, one of them they are. What a move. That is a fantastic move. But we might have more coming out from KFC and...
Yeah, we've certainly got a three-way battle here for 9th place between Giuseppe, Betrayer and KLC. Both Betrayer and KLC has DRS, but KLC, possibly slightly quicker than the Sauber, has a little look at his side.
Okay.
Yeah, that looked like a big lag spike there. So certainly we're going to have to investigate this after the race, because that's been a few moments where KLC's been lagging.
Yeah. Just watching Giuseppe closing in on Spud now.
Yeah, he's caught Spud very quickly. Oh, a little bit of a lock-up and slide as he comes through the Degnas. KLC charging hard, moves to the inside, coming through turn 10 into the hairpin. Both McLaren and the Williams wheel to wheel. Giuseppe takes inside line just to cover off the McLaren of KLC.
We're going to see, might see a two in a bed. Yeah, KLC's lagging a bit, but we'll just have to wait and see how it goes on this long straight. Yeah, his car's just gone. Giuseppe's still behind Spud.
Sorry to have a little laugh there. It looks as if Nick Thompson has actually got an unfair advantage because he's actually got his race engineer asking which tyres are the mandatory tyre. So he's actually got someone to ask me which mandatory tyres. Oh, sorry for laughing, but that's brilliant. So yeah, he's definitely Nick Thompson is really wanting this win. He's using all means at his disposal. So yeah, he's definitely wanting this one. As Saab is closely falling behind the gap, 0.4 of a second as we come through Spoon Curve. So a battle certainly is going to erupt for first place. Can Nick Thompson keep the Toro Rosso ahead going through 130R? But if he allows Saab to go through, he could get the DRS coming in before first curve. Oh, Saab just puts his nose ahead going into to 130R, slightly ahead through Casio Triangle. Nick Thompson will be hoping to get into the slipstream and the DRS.
No, he's pitted.
So interesting move late in the race for Nick Thompson, as it does look to overcast in the race. Mig Lugpin now moves up to second, so could Nick Thompson be going on the super soft tyre looking to go quick at the end, hoping that it's dry enough to stay on the quicker tyre? It does go on the super soft strategy. He will lose the position to Mike. Could he stay ahead of KLC and Giuseppe, which I think is vital for Nick Thompson's race? He does. KLC's just crossing the start-finish line at the moment, so Nick Thompson out the pits in 6th place. Super soft tyres on the car, 3.9 seconds behind the Ferrari on Mike on the soft. So Saab's actually opened up a gap of 5 seconds on the medium tyre. It looks as if Saab's definitely going to the end of this race. So Saab in a very, very promising position. He just needs to bring the car home. 6 laps remaining in the Japanese Grand Prix as Lance Stroll decides to leave the track. Giuseppe closing down KLC 9/10 behind the McLaren, between the McLaren and the Williams at this stage in the race. So the race-long battle between Giuseppe and KLC continues at the moment as we come through the hairpin at turn 11.
Yeah, just seeing if there's any other battles going on other than Giuseppe. That's the closest one at the minute. Well, Nick's closing in on Mike.
Well, I think the car to watch at the moment is Nick Thompson on the super soft tyre. So he's going to certainly be quick, and I think he could challenge for fastest lap in this race. The gap now 1.7 as we come up to Casio Triangle. He won't get DRS this time, but he could possibly get it next time. His Tactics overtakes Nitro, who does pit, and it looks as if Nitro Gas is going for the super soft tyres.
I don't think the race is going to come.
Doesn't look like it. I think the track won't be wet enough to have the crossover. So even though Fast Going did go for the double super softs, he would have had to pit anyway to change the tyre strategy. He's down in 11th at the moment, 3.5 seconds behind Delange. As Nick Thompson's caught up Mike very quickly, the gap 0.2 of a second as we come up to the Degnas. He's going to be stuck behind Mike for a brief moment. Could we see a dive into the hairpin? Oh, Mike taking the wider line, looking to cover off the Toro Rosso of Nick Thompson. Nick Thompson plays it safe at the moment. He will get the better exit on the fresher tyres and the quicker tyres.
Just seeing if there's any other battles going on.
Giuseppe's currently 8/10 behind KLC as Nick Thompson closes down the gap even more from Mike ahead. So as we're having a drag race up to the back straight towards turn 130R.
Giuseppe closing in on KLC, but just might see Giuseppe. I don't know if he's going to risk it for a biscuit.
I don't think he'll risk it at 130R. He may try to dive into Casio Triangle, or at least wait for the DRS going into first curve.
Yeah, I think there's KLC will need to be sorted out with the stewards.
Oh, the first curve. Nick Thompson having a little look on the inside, but it looks as if the Renault of Mike was ahead enough just to close that off.
Yeah, close Giuseppe. Oh my God, KLC.
Yeah, I think we seriously need to investigate KLC's
Nitro?
connection, because it is actually getting worse as the race goes on.
Yeah.
So at the moment it doesn't look safe enough to compete against, and I don't know if Giuseppe will be erring on the side of caution, not wanting to risk another front wing. He's currently up to 7th, so he's done well to fight himself back up the grid. Oh, Nick Thompson goes in the inside of the hairpin, gets slightly ahead of the Renault. He will have the inside line for sprint. Oh, disaster! Next, Nick Thompson out the race.
Oh. I don't know what to say there.
Yeah, it looks as if the Renault was possibly getting squeezed slightly as we were coming through the turn just before Spoon, and it looked as if Nick Thompson's rear tyre just get clipped and caused the turn in and the eventual retirement to Nick.
Yeah. What did you think of that bit?
I think it's hard to make a conclusion from watching at a distance. We'd certainly need to look at the on-board footage before that, and I'm certainly sure that will be put into the stewards. That promotes KLC up to 4th as the ongoing battle continues between KLC and Giuseppe.
So we've got some couple of cars coming fast,
so,
closing in.
At the moment we've got Saab in the lead with Meg Lugpe 6.3 seconds behind. Core Tactics, who has almost done this without being noticed. He's actually up in 3rd, 14.8 seconds behind Meg Lugpe. A strong possibility for the final place in the podium, as KLC is 14.1 seconds behind the 3rd place Core Tactics. Giuseppe's dropped off slightly to KLC with a 1.7 second gap. Nitro Gas currently in 6th, 2.2 seconds behind. Betrayer, a fantastic return performance in the Sauber, up to 7th with Delange and Friscone closely falling behind. Nicky, unfortunate early in the race, but he has got himself back up to the points in 10th. Sir Spud, could he close him down? The gap is 0.4 of a second. Sir Spud desperately needing points at this stage in the season.
Yes, definitely needs it, but we could have a three-mate battle here. Oh, Betrayer went on the grass, but Delange.
Yeah, Delange on the inside, 130R. Will Betrayer look to fight back? I think he lifted it slightly, allowing the Toro Rosso to get ahead and go through turn 130R safely, but he's going to come under pressure from Friscone, who's been formidable in the race, apart from the one mistake which resulted in a forced pit stop.
Friscone. No, he's done it. He's got
ahead of Betrayer. He's certainly used that straight line speed to move up into 8th. Can he get Delange? He has 2 laps remaining in the race.
He might do it. He's closing right in. He's really like impatient here on that one, Craig. He really wants to get past. Nitro was 2/10 beyond Giuseppe, but I don't know what happened there. So it's interesting to see how Friscone gets to overtake Delange, who currently the Performance League champion of last season. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes now.
But it has been an impressive display from Delange as well. Certainly handicapped in the Toro Rosso, and he seems to always do what he needs to do when he gets the slower car allocation. He was very impressive last season in Monza in the Sauber, and again another impressive display in the Toro Rosso, holding off drivers in quicker cars. Oh yeah, Friscone certainly wanting to get this move done. He doesn't want to be held up any more behind Delange in the Toro Rosso. He will have DRS. Looks as if Delange takes inside line, goes defensive, moves across to squeeze Fast Going. Oh, can Fast Going yet? Fast Going gets a move done before first curve. He was ahead before turn 1. So Fast Going will be wanting to get on with this and catch Giuseppe 2.2 seconds behind. 2 laps remaining. Giuseppe half a second behind Nitro. So a battle between 5th and 6th and possibly 7th in a moment.
Definitely. I know we've got 1 lap left, Craig, but who's been your few drivers been impressed you tonight?
Oh, if it wasn't for that incident or mistake from Fast Going, he would have got it hands down. But because he's running bad luck, and I don't want to jinx it as we start the final lap, so far it's Saab. I think it's been long overdue, and I just hope he brings it home safely. I think he truly deserves it just for how much he's actually stuck it out. There's been times where he's felt really flat after all the unfortunate mistakes, errors, and running bad luck. So
yeah,
I think he deserves both the race win and driver of the day.
Definitely. Sorry to interrupt there, Craig. We might have Fast Going to pass Giuseppe here. He's got 1 chance here.
Yep, this is the final chance he's going to have, Malk. It's the final chance. It's all or nothing. He's right behind the gearbox, into slipstream, tucks into the inside, gets the move done before first curve. Can he keep it tidy? Can he keep it on the track? But we also see Nicky. Nicky's actually made the move up before first curve. Yeah, I don't think it's going to affect the track too much as we're in the final lap. I think track temperature will maintain the dry racing line.
We might see a few battle, but I'm just going to watch Saab now on the last bit of the race here. And like you said, Craig, he has done a magnificent job. And he deserves the win, but it was just unfortunate from Fast Going. And Fast Going did well to get back to 6th. So Saab, congratulations, mate. You are
the Japanese Grand Prix winner. As Meg Lugpet as well, another impressive performance from one of our newer members, takes 2nd in the Force India with Tactics looking to take the final podium place in the Haas. A little bit of a slide through 130R, so it looks as if the rain is heavier than what we actually thought it would be. And KLC, although he's had to change 2 front wings, he's actually done well to come back up the grid to 4th as he loses. Yeah, it looks as if he's struggling for grip there.
He's alright.
He's lost it.
And he's lost his car. Nitro crossing in on 5th. A very impressive drive from there for the 11th, and Mike to finish it off in 12th. Don't get me wrong, Craig. I mean, tonight it's just been absolutely epic.
Certainly another explosive race. Up and down the grid. Fast Going, I think, will be kicking himself. The race win was settled in his hands, but I think with the strategy that he opted for, the double super softs, I think with the rain coming in the last few laps would have meant he was going to have to pit again anyway for soft tyres, because we didn't see any drivers going on the wet strategy, so we don't really know how that would have played out. So congratulations to Saab, his very, very first race win, and delighted for him after a run of bad luck, with Meg Lugpay in the Force India taking 2nd, Tactics takes 3rd in the Haas, KLC and McLaren takes 4th, Nitro takes 5th, Delange in 6th, Giuseppe in 7th, Nicky in 8th, Fascone in 9th, Betrayer in the South, but on his return takes the final championship points. Sir Spud in 11th, Mike in 12th, Rossi in 13th, MJ Coop 14th, Mackers in 15th, Nick Thompson retires from the race, as well as Lance Stroll and the other Force India and Haas also failed to finish the race. So certainly my driver of the day would be Saab. Mark, would you be in agreement with that, or do you have another driver in mind?
I would agree with you on that one, Craig, because if Fascone didn't mess up, he would have had driver of the day, hands down. But Saab, with all the troubles behind now, this is a great win for him, and he needed it for this season. So, yeah, Saab for driver of the day.
It'll be interesting to see what comes out of the aftermath of this race. Certainly there's been significant lag, shall we say, that we're going to have to investigate, and we'll wait and see if there's any stewards reports comes from tonight's race. But certainly tonight's race didn't fail to live up to expectation. We've certainly had an explosive and entertaining race, and certainly hope that everybody that took the time to come and watch it and join us tonight, that you actually enjoyed tonight's race, and hopefully you return and join us again for the Italian Grand Prix next week. So certainly more entertainment at the home of Ferrari. Malk, your final thoughts on tonight's race?
Where the hell has Fascone drive come from tonight? I've never seen that. That's the third time I said that, and I've never seen that ever. But I was just gutted that he didn't take that pole into a win tonight. But I'm hoping he'll improve. And there were some good overtakes. Don't get me wrong. There were some brilliant overtakes, especially Fascone's battle through the
S's was a spectacular overtake. I think Fascone, although it was unfortunate to have that mistake tonight, there's certainly a lot of confidence that he can take from that, getting pole and leading the race for quite a significant amount of time, and some of the overtakes were really spectacular. So I think there's a lot of positives that he can take from that, certainly a lot of learning and experience, and hopefully he can build on that going through the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll give him a bit of an experience boost, shall we say, but I'm hoping he'll fight back again and try and get that win whenever he can. But I think he should have won it tonight.
I think it's only a matter of time that Fascone might achieve that race win, but it's certainly impressive from Saab. Didn't give up, not just tonight but throughout this season and last season. So very impressive on the resilience of Saab, but also well done to our new member Meg Lugby, who had an impressive display in the Force India. Certainly not an easy car to drive in the wet, and also Core Tactics to finish that podium off in the Haas car. So as well, another impressive performance from Core Tactics, and certainly in for a chance of this season's championship.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, today I'm just speechless, to be honest, because it's just one hell of a race where action-packed out of everywhere, and we will definitely can't wait for more next week and all the season coming up. So yeah, I'm just still speechless about it, to be honest. So yeah. Any other news on that one, Craig?
None that I can think of. Just a thank you for everybody that joined us tonight. A big thank you for all that participated in the race and gave us some spectacular racing to commentate on. Keep up the good work, and we shall see you all next week in Italy for round 4 of the Invictus F1 Performance League. So thank you, and it's a good night from me, and don't forget, stay classy, Invictus.
Oh, I knew you was going to say.
Yeah, I'll bet you to it.
That's it, guys. Enjoy Invictus. Take it easy, guys. See you later.